But isn't that really a major political issue, and one that I think, and I hope you agree, should be part and parcel to the national debate? What is the role of government? Is government getting too big? Should this be left to the private sector? And should government just be there to sort of pave the road a little bit, be encouraging, and make sure that there's a level playing field? In reading the book, it was apparent to me that the two of you were a little bit more aggressive in what the role of government should be. So I think that is going to be a major debate issue during the election.
I think it's interesting. I keep thinking of, as you were talking, even before you said that, Joe, I kept thinking, the line from cheerleaders kept going through my head. Be aggressive, be aggressive. You know, there's like a cheer about that. And I think that is the point. And I actually think in an interesting way, we may get this with Romney and Obama actually moving the country, both actually moving the country in the same direction. Because I think Romney is going to try to suggest that we need to be more aggressive. And frankly, I think it works from a Democratic standpoint, a capital D, a Democratic Party standpoint. It's important to be aggressive, to allow opportunity for workers, for regular people to make it in this country, and to support things like environmental standards in China and in other places, because when you pollute in the air, we all, you know, it's the same air surrounding all of us. It's the same environment. So I think those are good issues for us as Democrats, and frankly, I think they're good issues for Romney, because the market works if the market is fair. A market that is not set up for some modicum of fairness and allows people to play by different sets of rules is a really bad market. And that's what we clearly have in places. So I hope you're right. I mean, I hope I'm right, that I think we'll have both sides pushing. But the role of government in general, that is a huge point of discussion. And maybe we'll get to more of that, because I think the Republican view on economic issues, on social issues, it seems to be let the government assert itself right into the doctor's office and a woman's privacy, it seems like, on that side of things. But on the economic side, the Republican view has been hands-off, cut taxes and cut regulation. And that, as Steve Wynn, the casino magnate, said to Jennifer once in a debate, you know, government's never created a single job, which is lunacy in my mind. The investment in NASA and in defense spun off all of Silicon Valley. To think that we as citizens didn't invest in that, to think that we as citizens didn't invest in the core human talent in our schools, which creates jobs, is a silly idea. So yes, in the end, private sector businesses create jobs, and sometimes the public sector does when we say we want to create teaching positions. So we do create jobs, and we invest as a people, just like investors invest. So this idiocy that government doesn't have a role or doesn't create jobs, either in the fundamental sense of educating us, creating roads, creating internet, creating research scientists. Government is creating jobs in that indirect sense, and in a direct sense, we need to think about what do we want to do as a people to create jobs, like teachers, that will be real jobs and spawn. So I think that role of government needs to be discussed, and I hope the President and Democrats and some Republicans will champion a different kind of relationship between this exalted private sector, which has had its own sins, and a clear role for the government sector, which has committed its failings, its sins as well.